CBS 46 News at 6.
Right now, if you live in Atlanta, you need to stay home.
It's very important right now because if you don't get a hold of it, it'll just continue to go and it'll be months and months and months of us dealing with.
I'm Ayanna Crystal. We're telling you what that means for you and where you can still go.
We've talked about all of the scams that have been popping up online. Here's a new one. It's from FEMA. Make sure you guys fill out your application for FEMA assistance so you can get your $1,000 check. This is a scam they're talking about, and it's coming up on Better Call Harry.
Good Tuesday. CBS is now investigating more than 153 coronavirus cases. Coming up, how the effort to stop the spread is impacting benefits. Good Tuesday evening. I'm Karen Greer in for Rick Fallbaum.
And good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining us at 6 o'clock. We are live streaming on our CBS 46 app. Karen, you're in studio. I'm at home practicing social distancing amid the coronavirus pandemic, and we're going to have more on that in just a few minutes. But first, we want to address the weather. Let's go straight to Jennifer Valdez. She is watching some storms that may possibly get a little bit worse tonight.
Oh yeah, definitely. We already went through one round of storms late this morning, early afternoon. They stayed below severe limits, but they brought lots of lightning, heavy downpours, and strong gusty winds. Now we're getting ready for round two that will move in late tonight, and this one has the potential to bring isolated tornadoes. So you're looking at radar right now. Doesn't seem very impressive over North Georgia. A couple little areas of heavy rain in northwest Georgia, but as you look to our northwest over middle South Tennessee, already seeing some severe thunderstorms. That yellow box is a severe thunderstorm warning, and that line will make its way into our area. As of now, there is a tornado watch for northern Alabama and southern portions of central Tennessee. It does not include northern Georgia, but we certainly could see some rotation over North Georgia as that line approaches our area. Not expected to be here until late tonight. So the rest of the evening, at least through about 8, 9 o'clock, no rain after 9 o'clock. Rain moves in as we approach midnight. That's when the storms move into metro Atlanta. I'll talk much more about the timing of the storms and when they'll finally move out coming up.
All right, Jen, thanks so much. An update now on the coronavirus spread across Georgia. The state now has more than 1,000 confirmed coronavirus cases, along with 32 deaths. Now, the Department of Public Health updating the numbers earlier today. Fulton County has the most confirmed cases with 184. Mike?
Thanks. Hi, everybody. I'm Mike Dunstan here at the live desk, staying here in Georgia. Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms laying out to CBS 46 how important it is for everybody in the city to stay home during the pandemic.
We don't know who has an underlying health condition. You wouldn't know that my 4 children have asthma. But if, God forbid, they got this virus, this could impact them in a catastrophic way. And this is what we're saying to people. It's happening to people we know. And if you don't know somebody today, it's likely you will know someone tomorrow.
The mayor calling into CBS 46 News at 4, speaking with anchor Karen Greer. Mayor Bottoms also telling CBS 46 the city's intensive care units are at capacity right now. Yesterday, the mayor issued a 14-day stay-at-home order for everybody within the city limits, with exceptions for essential workers. At the live desk, I'm Mike Dunstan. Sean, back to you.
Mike, thank you. Atlanta is a ghost town thanks to the executive order issued by Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms. This video, take a look at it. We shot it earlier today. It shows empty streets at a time when people are usually fighting traffic, trying to get to work. Tonight, CBS 46's Ayanna Crystal explains how the lockdown will impact the city for at least 14 days and hopefully slow the coronavirus spread.
This has become the new norm, at least until April 7th. Atlanta does have a shortage with equipment and tests, so city officials tell me today that this is necessary, so they aren't trying to contain this virus for months versus just weeks.
This is a new norm.
We are trying our best.
A bold move by Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms. Nearly 500,000 people in Atlanta are ordered to stay at home at least for 2 weeks.
It's very important right now because if you don't get a hold of it, it'll just continue to go and it'll be months and months and months of us dealing with COVID-19.
Atlantans can leave their homes for essential services only. Those include cleaners and laundromats, health services, banks, and restaurants that have takeout and delivery. Essential employees are the only ones that can go to work. You can also leave your house to take care of a family member or your pet. Also, as an outlet, you can still exercise. Parks and the Beltline are still open, but make sure you're practicing social distancing.
But if we continue to see partying on the Beltline and all these other things where people are just frolicking, and that could continue to spread the virus, and we don't need that, as we have a shortage of masks, a shortage of test kits, so we don't know really how deep the problem is.
The novel coronavirus is spreading rapidly, and right now Georgia doesn't have the supplies to keep up with the demand.
We are asking Atlantans to do their part to stay at home so that we can reduce the number of people contracting the virus.
The Atlanta Police Department told me today they will monitor the situation closely while they're out on their normal patrols. Now, if you are caught violating the order, you will first receive a warning. If you continue, officers will take action on a case-by-case basis. In Atlanta, Ayanna Crystal, CBS 46 News.
Thanks, Ayanna. Right now, members of Congress are haggling over money needed to help fund the fight against the pandemic. A nearly $2 trillion measure is in limbo. Included in that measure is a plan to give taxpayers money needed to stay afloat. The money isn't available, but you would know it from what's popping up online. Better Call Harry, speaking with State Attorney General Chris Carr about a fake check scam trying to take money from your pocket.
Georgia's Attorney General Chris Carr is at home under self-quarantine, but he FaceTimed us this afternoon because he wants Georgians to know that his office is doing everything it can to prevent these scams. First things first, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Feeling great, staying safe. Hope you and your families are as well.
After possible exposure to a state lawmaker, Georgia's Attorney General Chris Carr is playing it safe and staying home. No symptoms, but he's burning up over the latest scam, a text promising Georgians federal relief funds.
This text is going around saying that $1,000 is available to you if you will sign up. That bill is currently being debated in the United States Senate right now. There is no $1,000 to be had right yet. And if there is, the government will reach out to you.
The text has the FEMA logo. Here's one floating around on Facebook from someone named Anna. $1,000 to help you pass the outbreak has been pre-accepted. Claim by clicking this link. Don't. The state's attorney general says if you want reliable information, start with Governor Kemp's website.
There's a coronavirus task force, Department of Public Health, CDC. Go to a known and verified website. Don't trust what somebody else is sending to you. You go out and find out for yourself.
The bottom line, don't click on any links, whether it comes via text or on Facebook. And if you're still not sure, go to CBS46.com and click on the Better Call Harry page. It's got all of the resources you need. I'm Better Call Harry, CBS 46 News.
Thanks, Harry. What we know about the coronavirus changes by day and sometimes by the hour. New information from the Atlanta-based Centers for Disease Control and Prevention reveals the deadly virus is able to live on surfaces for more than 2 weeks. Researchers learned this after examining the Diamond Princess. That's the ship that left Japan on January 20th with more than 3,700 passengers and crew members on board. When it returned on February 3rd after making 6 stops in 3 countries, health officials determined 712 people tested positive for the coronavirus. The number of veterans impacted by the coronavirus continues to increase as well. According to figures released Monday, the Atlanta VA is currently investigating 153 coronavirus cases, Sean.
Karen, 25 of those cases have tested positive for illness. 7 of those veterans are being treated at the local facility. But as the case continues to increase, our Bobeth Yates tells us the VA says efforts to stop the spread will not interrupt benefits.
That's right. Despite closing all VA benefit offices to the public to now screening every employee, top VA officials say they're doing everything in their power to keep the benefit process up and running.
Well, basically, we haven't stopped processing benefits.
Dr. Paul Lawrence, the Undersecretary of Benefits for the Department of Veterans Affairs, says even though they're not open to the public, VA employees are still busy at work.
Most of our team is telework enabled, so we're actually processing benefits pretty much as if it was before the virus. So the only thing that has changed is we've closed our offices to the public
Lawrence says veterans can now submit documents via fax and online, and benefit-related doctor appointments are now being done with video chat.
Stuff that was done in person, we're doing over the phone now. So, for example, when you apply for disability, we do a medical exam. Now we'll do those through telemedicine or over the phone.
This Wednesday, Undersecretary Lawrence will host a tele-town hall for veterans in Georgia. They'll be able to call in to get their questions and concerns about the coronavirus answered. To find out how you can participate, you can go to the CBS 46 News app. Fighting for our vets, Bobeth Yates, CBS 46 News.
Bobeth, thank you. Reach out to CBS 46 if you are a veteran or you know one who needs our help. The email address is fightingforourvets@cbs46.com.
Still ahead.
And hey, everybody, hope you're having a great day. We did have some strong storms earlier today. They moved in late this morning through the early afternoon. And now we have more severe weather possibly as we head into late tonight. I'm trying, my computer, of course, just kicked me out of the system. So I am reconnecting here as we speak. Storms moving in after 10 p.m. So that's the time frame of when we'll see this threat of severe weather after 10 p.m. And it will continue through the overnight into the early morning hours. And just like the storms we saw earlier, these are going to be big rain producers. Also, we're going to see lots of lightning and the potential of some rotation. So some isolated storms could see some rotation here as this line moves in between 10 p.m. and about 3 a.m. It will come to an end early tomorrow morning. As we're trying to connect here, it's giving me a failure warning. So I'm not sure what's going on. I'm going to have to toss it back to you guys. I'm going to get my computer back up and running here and talk about that severe weather threat coming up.